Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one we're talking George St-Pierre. Some people might argue greatest fighter of all time. His comments on the potential fight that's going to put together Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. We're going to get into GSP's comments. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. George St-Pierre believes that Father Time is undefeated. It catches up to all of us. He also believes that Jon Jones is arguably greatest fighter of all time. He also adds that if the UFC want to see Jon Jones fight a younger, hungrier Tom Aspinall, then the guy, Jon Jones that is, has to be compensated properly. We've said it. Now we've been talking about this fight on this channel for, let's say close to a year. Many suggestions have came out suggesting, obviously, that Johnny's demanding anywhere, from $30 to $50 million to fight Tom Aspinall. I remember close to a year ago, we made a video on this channel. We said that if you're the UFC and you want Jon Jones to fight a Tom Aspinall, you're going to have to pay him anywhere from 15 to 50 million. And all other reports kind of suggest the same thing. And it's not because, it's like a free-for-all and anybody can ask for those numbers. No, we are talking about, is it wrong to say that Jon Jones is the greatest fighter of all time? I really don't think there's really any argument in this regard. The 37-year-old, if he was to go in there against a Tom Aspinall, has to be compensated properly. It's exactly what George St-Pierre believes. And obviously, it's very difficult to disagree with any of the viewpoints on this matter. As far as, how George St-Pierre is laying them out. Now, obviously, recent reports suggest that Tom Aspinall will be defending his interim title against a Cyril Gane. That came hand in hand with the news that suggested that Dricus was injured. Obviously, the UFC 317 fight card, which is International Fight Week, was in jeopardy when this news came out. Recently, Dricus has come out and debunked the news that suggested that he's injured. So, hopefully, we get to see him versus Khamzat Chimaev headlining the UFC 317 fight card. Now, will this Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane fight still take place? Perhaps co-main event UFC 317. Keeping my fingers crossed. If those two fights were to land on the same card, then that would make it perhaps the card of the year. Cyril Gane versus Tom Aspinall for the interim title, and Chimaev versus Dricus for that middleweight title as the main event. Obviously, Johnny wants 6 months to prepare once the fight is announced. We also said it on this channel. We said that this fight, if it was to happen, it would be on a fight card that would end the year. And for Tom Aspinall, you really can't afford to wait around that much longer. So I would take that Cyril Gane fight just because, nobody really knows if Johnny's ever going to come back, right? And if you're Tom Aspinall, I don't think you can afford to wait around that much longer. These are valuable years in your prime, the 32-year-old, that are just slipping by. And maybe that's to Johnny's favor, in all honesty. The frustration, I'm sure, that Tom Aspinall feels waiting for Jon Jones is perhaps irritating, to say the least. So, obviously, reports suggest that Cyril Gane will face Tom Aspinall for that interim title. And hopefully 6 months after that, we could see Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, which would put this fight around the December mark of this year, 2025. Perhaps a fight card that would cap off the year. What a fight card that would be. Obviously, George St-Pierre and many other commentators at this point. I think George St-Pierre is perhaps an observer of the game. It's safe to say a legend as well, fighting legend when he was fighting. But now from an analyst perspective, he shares similar points of views to us on this channel, and many other points of views as well. So keeping our fingers crossed. Hopefully this Jon Jones Tom Aspinall fight does take place end of year 2026 as it's laid out currently. That's the timeline that we're looking at. If not end of year, December mark of 2025, it's going to be early year 2026. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe for more.